I just made some coffee. This is gonna be, I guess, like my first vlog that's like on my channel that's longer than a shorts or like a reel or TikTok. I've been wanting to like start on YouTube for like a while now. I just didn't know how I wanted to like go about doing it. But yeah, this is gonna be just like a nap time vlog. I made myself a cup of coffee. I just made the bed. I have some dishes to do, and then I want to get started on a half-baked harvest recipe called spicy gnocchi soup. I'll leave it in the description. So yeah, let's get started with my nap time activities. So I use OxyClean just a little bit, and then I also use Molly Suds. This is all linked on my Amazon storefront, and always my Amazon storefront link will be linked in the description. I'm gonna go get a load of towels. So I do add in some vinegar with my towel. Look how cute these are. Okay, so I am gonna start prepping some of the other things. Like I need to chop celery and carrots. I'm gonna do that while I'm watching it, but I just printed this out real fast. I love paper recipes rather than my phone. Like my phone will turn off, or just like, I don't know. I feel like I need to do paper recipes, and I have so many cookbooks. I love my cookbook. If you haven't read Ina Garten's memoir, do it. Like I will link it below. I read it on my Kindle in like 2 days. It was so good. If you listen to Audible, I heard it's narrated by her, and it's like so beautifully done. Like how she talks and how she like narrates her life is just like gives you a different perspective. So I'm obsessed with her now. But this is from Half Baked Harvest. If you don't follow her on Instagram, she's excellent. I've cooked and baked so many of her recipes. You can hear George on the monitor. But I'm gonna start getting everything out, and while I'm watching my video, if you don't follow Sophie Stein, she just announced that she's pregnant. I found her during Vlogmas, and I love her videos. I love catching up on them. So I will link her channel below as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this. Okay, I absolutely know that my stove is a disaster, but I'm about to cook. The recipe actually calls for like making the bacon in like a cast iron, in your Dutch oven. I'm not going to use my Dutch oven because I'm baking bread, and I'm not going to be able to have time to clean the Dutch oven before putting the bread in. So I am actually just going to make the bacon in the oven. I'm preheating the oven to 425. I'm gonna put a whole pack of bacon in here. It doesn't call for a whole pack. I'm gonna put some extra bacon in there just because I like the way bacon tastes in soup. But I'm gonna also save the bacon probably for tomorrow morning for breakfast. And I know, like, for my non-tox, low-tox people, don't cook with aluminum foil, but, you know, one less pan I have to clean. I am going to save a little bit of the bacon grease from the pan to put in the pot. It calls for about 2 tablespoons from what I remember. I break a lot of rules when I'm cooking, and one of the rules that I break quite often is putting your food in while the oven's preheating. So I will link the recipe below. This is my first time making it, so I can't really like give you any tips and tricks. That's probably the most tip and trick that I have for this recipe. Okay, a few things that I changed about this recipe was that I actually added all the bacon of that whole pack. It was like probably 10, maybe 12 slices of bacon into the soup. And it says top with bacon. And I actually added more bacon grease to cook more of the vegetables because I added way more celery and carrots to the soup than it called for. I added 1 whole onion just like it asked. And I didn't have fresh thyme leaves, so I just used thyme, but I cut it in half. It said 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme leaves. I only did 1 tablespoon of ground thyme. I find thyme to be a very strong spice, and sometimes I don't really enjoy that flavor, like overpowering the other flavors of the soup. I added a generous amount of salt and pepper. Added the right amount of butter and all-purpose flour. It said 5 cups of broth. If you read the directions, it only tells you to add 4, and then the extra cup is just for if you think your soup is too much. I probably added maybe a cup and a half more because I added a little bit more heavy whipping cream than it called for. I just had a little bit left in my carton, and I just wanted to get rid of it. We use heavy whipping cream often, I would say, with making whipped cream and other things. And I actually added the right amount of salsa verde, and I guesstimated on the amount of spinach. It said kale or spinach. I don't like kale, so I didn't chop up the spinach. I just added in the full leaves. And as far as the spicy cheddar goes, I added my whole block of spicy cheddar that I bought because it was fairly small. It was like this big. You watched me in the video. I just shredded it up with my tool, which is linked on my Amazon storefront. Highly recommend. Everyone needs one of those. And so, yeah, I just added it all in the pot. I just figured that it would be more efficient. But other than that, it was a very easy recipe and it smells delicious. I'm just letting it simmer for about 30 minutes. Let me go show you like the consistency that it is. Okay, so this is the consistency. I would say it's like kind of like a chili. I got my gnocchi pre-made from Aldi. All of my ingredients are from Aldi. So yeah, very inexpensive recipe if you shop at Aldi, but I'm excited to try it. The rotisserie chicken, I just eyeballed that as much chicken as I wanted. I bought pre-shredded rotisserie chicken from Aldi. I just didn't feel like buying rotisserie chicken this week. But yeah. Okay, y'all, this soup is so freaking good. Like, I am so proud of my cooking skills recently. I've just really honed into like whole foods, hearty foods, like healthy fats, and holy crap. I mean, the heavy whipping cream probably isn't that great for you, but it's homemade. Like I know everything that's in it. But oh my god, it's so good. Highly recommend. I'll leave it linked in the description. I'm not gonna know what else is gonna be a part of this vlog because I'm probably going to lay down and read my book for a little bit, but if I do anything else, I'll let you guys know. If not, maybe I'll vlog tomorrow and add it into this, just depending on how long this vlog is. But yeah, I'm gonna start vlogging more because it's fun. So yeah.